specifically that isn't well known. I'll say it that way. So now I have personally, I'm 41, I'll be 42 in November. I have personally witnessed my grandmother's generation. She was born in 1919. She passed in 2003, I believe. I have witnessed the women that she was friends with and the women around her, and they were not feminist at all. They didn't have any degree of feminism in them. Then I've witnessed the women from my mother's generation, and a lot of them had feminist ideals like pursuing careers and education and valuing that, wasting their youth in pursuit of careers and education, and then trying to get married later. And I've witnessed the outcomes of that. My grandparents, I don't know exactly how long they were married, but they were married before I was born, and they were married to the day they died. My grandfather never remarried. I believe he died 2 years after my grandmother. And so my grandmother's friends, I saw that. I saw my grandfather's friends and their wives. I saw everything. And then my mother's generation, I saw a lot of them not get married until they were older. And even then, some of them still aren't married. My mom is married. Some of my older female cousins are married. Some are not. Then I got to see the women from my generation. I get to see a lot of them still unmarried. A whole lot of them unmarried. Then I get to see the generation that comes from, I say 20 or so down. You get to see that generation. Then I get to see the generation in my daughter's classes and stuff like that, her coming up. So I've seen a lot of different groups of women throughout my life. And I'll say this, feminism is a cancer. Feminism has, you can see the effects it has. It leads to the destruction of family. It leads to the destruction of life. I'm talking about abortions, the kids that are raised in fatherless homes are more likely to commit crimes. We're going to look at some of these statistics now in a second. And then it's basically poisoning future generations of women, almost ensuring that they will never get married. Most feminists are liberals as well. And me personally, I will not deal with a liberal woman in a serious relationship at all. Do me a favor, men. Let me see. Let me read this. Men, if you want a feminist woman, press 1. If you want to deal with a feminist liberal woman, if you want to build a family with them, press 1. 2, if you do not want any parts. Let me read this. Joe Lee says black men, BM, are on the bottom and BW are below that. So BM are saying we don't want our women that we don't provide for to have any rights. Feminism equal black women have basic rights and aren't starving in the streets. Now, you may not realize it, but that's a contradictory statement. Now, black men do provide. The problem is most women, as I said last week, don't qualify for providers. If you're bringing another man's kids and you can't get a provider, that's on you. Because those of us who do provide, we have the option to say no to whatever's being offered to us. If we don't want to take care of another man's kids, we don't have to. And we will just provide for the women we want to provide for. And I think that's half of the equation that a lot of black women are missing. Now, you're saying we don't want our women to have any rights. That's not true. See, it's not an all or nothing. It has nothing to do with rights. It's part of the behavior black men don't want. My career and my education is topmost, so what I'm going to do is waste my youth, sleep around, have other men's kids, and now when I'm older and make more money and feel entitled, now I want a partner who is going to allow me to do what I want to do. They're not going to be controlling, but I also want them to be a leader. I'm also at the age where it's going to be extremely difficult or impossible to have kids, and now I want a black man to provide for all of that. No, that's a terrible deal. And many black men don't want that. But we're going to look at the definition of feminism. And we're going to look at that. Again, the black men you qualify for maybe don't provide. And this is another problem. Women say these black men don't provide. Almost every black man I know takes care of his household. The ones that have households. They take care of their households. Now, if you can't get that type of man, you have to look at yourself and ask why you can't get that type of man. So let's look at the definition, because there are a lot of black male providers, but we're going to provide for who we want to, and it's usually not